across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 35 on 2nd down. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. Darnold from the gun, out right here to Herndon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football. Will take over at the 24-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Mike is 59. Mike the lady. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a first down carry by Bell. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 57. You draw quarter. Check. Fresno. Switch. Bravo.
On 1st and 10, Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
On the double.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing. Five.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that'll make the score 14-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Go.
Ringo.
Get it.
Throwing again. Jones. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Darnold now to throw. Going for the deep ball. Jamison Crowder. 42 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
Rosas good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You got it. You got it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man left side, that's the tight end, Herndon. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, orbit.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready. Watch 57. Smooth. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready.
The toss out to Barkley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And the Giants 1st down.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run on the draw. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Jones operating from the gun. And Ingram holds it in. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi's Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Hey, Haywood. Bang, 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 bang. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
Jones now on first down. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. 12 more yards there and another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Lights 57, 57's mine. Oh, you got deep? Shoot! Watch the shoot!
From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 55.
Jones throwing on 4th down. He's got the rookie, Darius Slayton. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Darnold, a screen to Bell. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
X3, 218, now.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Let's go. 60 or 54. Mike, 54. Right here, right here. Watch twins. Watch twins. 6-6. Pull it high. Watch the whip. Hit it.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Crowder. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Darnold. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Darnold on 3rd down. Found his target. It's Anderson. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll run. This is Powell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell, his 1st touchdown on the year. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Set, ready? My 18 Gator, General West. Team, we're pretty quiet. Check your hot read.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He's got a 1st down past the 30. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 83 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their 1st. And it's 3rd down now. The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You draw corkers.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, 60 Pittsburgh.
53, Mike, 53.
Double dog, that's the way.
Hey, Charlie.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Army. Check, 50.
Get it.
Check.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get him 1 closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Powell takes it from Darnold. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
3 down. 31's the Mike.
Here's Darnold. And he's got a noon one. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Golden able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
14-yard line.
Ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike. He's time to
Five. Ready.
Now Jones throwing on first down. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find it.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Snags it for the pick. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And inches at the 10-yard line.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. This is the running back, Powell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 57. Check 50.
They run with Powell. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Powell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Back to throw, Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Fielded at about the 28. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
Check Mike 57. Come on, dude.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack on first down, Jones. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead.
42, Giants 28. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Check, check. You ready? Get ready. Get ready. Mike, check. 59. Hey, pick your game up. Check three. Ready?
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, 77 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Ready to break. 57. Hey, high 7. Full strength. Spine. Topper. Get it.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.